Hey, perfect spirit. I hope you're enjoying your day. I'm Sam, the Miracle Man. Now let's create that miracle, that transformation in your life right here, right now. For all of our power is here in this moment. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about getting rid of this noise in our head, this dialogue, this inner chatter, which I call head trash. It's stuff that doesn't serve us, stuff that creates stress, worry, fears, belief systems that we're not good enough, all this craziness. We just need to get rid of that. So just a quick announcement here. Every tomorrow I'm doing my circle. Some you can call it a healing circle, manifestation circle. I'll put the link in the description. I do these every 2 weeks. This is a donation event. It's really about having that direct experience of peace, of perfect spirit, of getting rid of this. So you can become aligned with who you are, perfect spirit, and all things become possible from that place. So I'll share the meetup group, and you can just see if as you're watching this at another time, you can just click on that link and you see every 2 weeks. I just do this donation event just to remind people of their truth, that we're not this noise. So what was coming to me to talk about today was don't settle. Why are we constantly settling? We didn't come to earth, we didn't come through the birth process to be to ignore our own voice, to ignore our own truth and just settle for whatever life presents us. Oh, I have to do this. Okay. Like my doctors, do this, take this medicine, do this, take this medicine. And that didn't serve me because it wasn't my truth. I haven't been on medicine for 10 years now. I don't have any more signs of MS, bipolar, psoriasis, none of that. Because I start to listen to my truth and I just learn to trust my truth. So just notice, reflect, where you're not being truthful to yourself. Oh, they're telling me to do this. I guess I better do that. It's like, no. They're saying to do this. Does it resonate with you? Does it make sense to you? Not trying to logic it out, because the mind is always filled with bias, head trash, distortions. We really got to sit and reflect. Is this my best path forward? Because you are the lighthouse. This is your lighthouse within you. It's always leading you onto the path, your path. It's always leading you to your path, not someone else's path, not someone else's agenda, but your path. Your lighthouse is specific to you and your life experiences of what you're here to do, not settle. Oh, life is happening to me. All these things are happening to me. Life is miserable. No, it's reflecting, it's mirroring your mindset. If your mindset is horrible, if you will, life will be horrible. Life mirrors your mindset. So you have to realize that we are the creators of our reality. So what you think about, you bring about. That life happens for your benefit. Every opportunity is offering a chance to learn, to grow, to expand. Because ultimately, that's why we're here in the human body, to expand consciousness, to add to the collective wisdom of the universe, source, God, whatever you wish to call it. And we're not adding to the collective consciousness if we're not following our truth, just going along with whatever people are dictating to us. And that is not helpful. Because I followed that path for 37 years and I had 5 incurable diseases, completely stressed out and overwhelmed with life. When I let go of this nonsense, the illusion, the stories, and I start to trust myself, then everything shifted. That's when you create those miracles. That's when you create that transformation, is when you operate from that peace within you. It's not complex. It's not difficult. It may be a challenge to trust this voice and step into the unknown, because the mind doesn't tell you how it's going to work out. It's saying, just do this, do that. Because there's no outcome that, like, the spirit is going to say, you need to do this for this. You need to do this for this. It doesn't work that way. You set the intention. This is what I would like to see happen, but you may take some steps that make no sense, but it ultimately will lead you to that path. But it ultimately requires you trusting yourself. Do you really trust you? And just sit here for a moment and just reflect. Notice that you are sitting, that you're listening. Get yourself into this moment and reflect. Are you being truthful to yourself? Are you marching to your own wisdom, your own drummer, your own insights? For this will lead you to the path of transformation, of miracles, not by the thinking. Thinking creates the same situations over and over again. But when you operate from this deeper place, perfect spirit, soul, consciousness, life changes. You take this inspired action, inspired from in spirit, acting from spirit. Because you can have all these insights, but if you don't act on it, nothing comes of it. You may have difficulties paying your bills 1 week, 1 month. And you just had this insight. I need to go play this dollar game tonight. But your mind's saying, no, you can't do that. You need this dollar for this. But then you're just like, all right, I trust myself. This dollar does make a difference in my life, but I trust. I have this really strong insight that I need to play 517 tonight. I have no idea what 517 is, but I just have the insight. I need to play tonight's lotto for 517. So you play that, and 517 comes up, and you get your $1,000, $5,000, whatever it may be. But it requires that leap of faith, that trust. And sometimes we have to really listen deeply. Because I was wondering about intuition, if it can really give you numbers. So I was just inquiring one day, give me some numbers for the lotto, for the lottery. So I got some numbers, and 3 of the numbers were correct. And if I really dove in and say, okay, which game should I play? Then I probably would have had a few $100s to meet the bills that week. But it really requires deeply sitting and listening and having this practice. It's a skill that we practice. So just sitting quietly, the first time I got 3 numbers. So if I kept sitting with that skill, maybe it would be now up to 4 numbers or 5 numbers. If I kept diligently practicing that, of refining my senses. Because there's really no luck in the universe. Nothing just magically happens. There's a thought, there's a stream of consciousness behind it. And if we can tap into that stream of consciousness, then in theory, we should be able to tap into, oh, these are going to be the numbers tonight. But it's a skill that has to be practiced. So just really diligent practice. But it all begins with grounding and rooting yourself to this deep stillness. And getting into deep stillness may take some time to get there. For me, it was roughly 2 weeks to discover I had thoughts, but I wasn't my thoughts. But if it wasn't my thoughts, then who am I? It took me 3 months to understand that answer, perfect spirit. But just realize that we are the stream of consciousness, that we can tap in. This is how medium psychics work. They're tapping into that stream of consciousness for that individual in front of them, the person in the seat. And when I do these soul messages on Monday, I have no idea what some of these messages are. When some past loved ones come through at times, I'm like, I see this, I don't know what it means. And it's really profound to that person. It's like when Thomas John read for me. He's probably the best medium I know, the best one who's tuned in. He was doing a free show in New York City, and we got tickets for that. That was some years ago for this play he was doing. And during the middle of the play, he just reads a few random audience members. Well, he read me. He described things about my father he would only know by tapping into my stream of consciousness. Some details, and he picked up my uncle he picked up like 3, 4 relatives because I was working on mediumship at that time, and I was really tapped into that stream of consciousness, and he tapped right into it, and he just got all these details correct. Somebody that's practiced and skilled in that area, that we all have the ability, but do we have the due diligence, if you will, to do those practices, to settle in? So this one from not settling to developing your psychic skills, rather interesting. All right, well, take good care of yourself. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Or will I talk to you tomorrow? Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow, I guess. Because I'm doing I'll try to talk to you tomorrow. I'm doing that circle tomorrow, so I'll see if I have time to do a video tomorrow. Circles at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll put the link in the description so you can check out my meetup whenever you watch this. You can see my Head Trash Anonymous group in Philadelphia. I have the Philadelphia group, New York group for Head Trash Anonymous on Meetup. All right, well, take good care. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.